Giving up is hard to do when you still depend upon giving up, 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 giving up.
Alright, so my audio here wasn't that good, so I'm just going to explain now what I was talking about. I'm actually going to a spot on the same lake I was the day before where a creek comes in, and they say that that's a good place for fish to congregate because that's where new nutrients and new food come in. And plus, with the rain that we had gotten the night before, that might even bring more stuff coming in from that creek. And incidentally, that's the same creek that I was fishing in the microfishing video earlier. This is about a mile and a half down the road.
Right, well, I've already screwed up pretty badly because I forgot two of the main things that I thought I had packed, and that would be the drop shot weight and the floating soft plastic worms that I had intended to use. So I've kind of rigged something up. This is, it's a sliding, what do you call it, slip shot weight, or I forget. Anyway, so I put that on the bottom, and then got one of those crazy notched hooks, and we're gonna use those perfect plastics with coffee, scent, and salt from my mystery tackle box, because I don't have many other options right now, unfortunately. But that's okay. We're gonna make do, and let's be optimistic here. This spot where the creek comes into the lake was not quite what I was expecting. There's no like rushing water or anything. Yeah, in fact, it seems kind of dammed up. But this is the point where the creek meets the lake. You're kind of looking at it. Got a little perch or something going after it, but I don't think he's ever gonna get hooked. That'd be cool though, because I haven't actually caught a perch yet this year. Oh no, I think that's a green sunfish actually. A couple of them down here. Yeah, I don't think the hook's big enough really. Keep going for it. Gosh, this is fun. Oh, awesome. There goes my drop shot weight. Alright, so I've gone weightless. No more drop shots, just a weightless lure on there. Our perfect plastic coffee flavor. Oh shit, that reminds me, I left my coffee in the car. Thought I had something, but I think it was a rock. Boy. Alright, so I just switched to a crankbait. Something that until recently I never really had much success with, but this is like it dives as you reel it in. This one doesn't dive very deep. It has kind of a red and black crawfish pattern. It's very rocky around here, so I'm assuming any fish would probably include crawfish as part of their diet. Actually, up here in northeast PA we call them crayfish, but anyway, so I don't know. We'll see how this works. I'm really kind of angry at myself for forgetting that drop shot stuff, but then again, this might not be the appropriate time or place to do it, so let's see what happens. I'm also really risking getting this thing stuck on the bottom and losing it, but that's par for the course. I always try to wait for the ripples to kind of dissipate before I start moving the lure. Also, as I'm reeling it in, you'll notice I'll stop occasionally to let it float up a little and then start reeling in again. And the fish usually hit it during those pauses or like right as you start moving again. So, although sometimes you can just bring it straight back like a steady retrieve, and that works sometimes too. So, all right, another rough start to the morning. I actually did end up finding the drop shot hooks, but I keep seeing something eating on the top under this row of trees, so I'm going to try to skip this weightless white Senko knockoff under there and just see if we can get whatever's busting the surface over there. It's not a good start. Just a hook full of weeds. It was a good skip until the very end, and then it... Anyway, let's try that again. There we go. That's good. Something's gonna want it. Maybe. There we go. Oh, something had it. Maybe something small. That's a good skip. It's actually over a tree limb right now, but we could make that work. That could be good. Yep, something just bit on it a little bit, I think. Shoot, see it hanging there? I'm gonna try to... Yes, nice. 9 times out of 10 it usually gets stuck to the tree when you do that. Snagged. I don't think I'll be able to get in there either. Weak spot wasn't doing it for me. Nothing happening over there, so I'm actually coming back to that same spot I caught the pickerel yesterday. I'm only gonna give myself 1 more hour, and I only brought 1 rod. I'm gonna go back to the drop shot since I actually did have the drop shot weights. But first, since I right now have a weightless Senko rigged up, wacky rig, I'm gonna do that first, and then quickly switch to the drop shot. Damn, by the way, look at this. Look at this. It's disgusting. I'll take that with me. Because the other thing is, every time you get caught up in a weed, it feels like a bite. Your heart starts racing, and then just like oh yeah, I just cast it into a bunch of weeds. Okay, drop shot time. Giving myself about half an hour. The reason my rod tip is up so high is I'm kind of just letting the weight sit on the bottom and let that lure suspend, and then I'm just kind of jiggling it. Yesterday, by this time, I already got hit by that pickerel. Now the other thing is, I had a special kind of soft plastic that completely floats. So I'm sure that looked real good in the water. I don't know. This one I know doesn't. It's supposed to be. Drop shot is definitely one of the applications for it, but I don't think it floats really. There's a fish. All right. That's a largemouth, not too big. On the drop shot. Okay. Well, maybe we will make a video out of today after all, since I finally caught something. Yep, just a largemouth. Whoa, hello. And here's the release. He's gonna be eager to go. There we go. Drop shot strikes again. And first fish on the coffee lure. All right, let's get another. There's another fish. Might be the one I just caught. Now that one's a little bigger. Slightly. Dude. Definitely not the one I just caught. Okay. There you go, quick release. He really wanted out. Alright folks, I just broke off, so it's about time to go anyway. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the second and final day for now at the Lackawanna State Park. Finally caught 2 little bass at the end. You know, I wish I could come out and start catching them right away for you guys, but it's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. But you know, fishing requires a lot of patience, and if you're going to be if you're going to enjoy it, and as well as be a good fisherman, you really got to be patient and just know that that fish is on the way. Whether you get it right now or 6 hours from now, you'll get it. So
Giving up is hard to do when you still depend upon